everyone, and welcome to The Balancing Act. I'm Olga Villaverde.
And I'm Montel Williams.
So today, gut check. The importance of good gut health.
And why reverse mortgage might be just the answer to your financial well-being.
Plus, Ralph is in the house.
Hey, boy, what's up?
A slice of Kentucky for everyone. We've got legendary ham on the menu this morning. Get ready to ham it up for the holidays with me.
Plus, asthma, COPD, and even COVID can put your lungs at risk. And for some, it's even more of a challenge.
And it all starts
right now.
Let's do it.
Well, now, most of you have heard about probiotics and how they can offer health benefits, but not all probiotics are created equal.
So true. In fact, they can help with far more symptoms than just digestive health, although they are great for that, too. Here with more is Kimberly Griffith. She's a certified nutrition specialist, microbiome specialist, and head of science at Ombre. Welcome.
Thank you so much for being here today. Look, can you give us a skinny on probiotics? Give us the basics. What were they all about?
Probiotics are live beneficial bacteria and our yeast that can live in our bodies, and when given in adequate amounts, they provide health benefits. Our bodies are home to trillions of microorganisms, and they all have an effect on our health, some good and some bad. So probiotics help ensure harmful microorganisms don't overgrow and, say, contribute to chronic illnesses. It's estimated that 4 million people take probiotics daily. But not all probiotics are the same. It's important to find a probiotic that has specific strains so you know what it does, that there's clinical research behind it, that it does address your health concerns and your health, any benefits or symptoms you may have.
I know you brought some here, but first I want to talk about our microbiome and why it's so important.
Yes. So the microbiome is a community of microorganisms such as bacteria, fungi, viruses, archaea, and then their genetic material. And these microorganisms live on us and in us, anywhere from our gastrointestinal tract to our skin, and they all have an effect on our health. We talk about the gut microbiome. There are hundreds of bacteria species that have an effect on our digestive health, but people may not know they really do cover every aspect of your health. They can boost serotonin, they can support your immune system, they can absorb extra cholesterol. But some other species may promote inflammation, which can be tied to weight gain and anxiety, and then common digestive issues that we're all way too familiar with. Studies have shown that the bacteria in our gut can be tied to 713 human health conditions.
My goodness.
So it's really important for someone when they're looking for the right probiotic that they address those imbalances and they look for a probiotic that has clinical studies behind it.
And your company's created this microbiome test, right? Tell us what this is all about.
Yes, so this test helps take the guesswork out of choosing the right probiotic. And we do this by testing someone's gut microbiome, and then we create a personalized microbiome report based on their sample. This report includes a gut score and then actionable insights on how to have a healthy gut microbiome. You'll be recommended a strain-specific probiotic based on your concerns and your symptoms. So this is all supported with clinical support. And the right probiotic people generally experience better digestion, immunity, brain health, metabolic health, and cardiovascular health. Each Ombre probiotic is a proprietary blend of clinically supported strains shown to optimize your health.
And talk to me about some of the products you have here and why they're so great.
Yes, so our probiotics all have those strain-specific claims that I mentioned. They're free from GMOs, gluten, dairy, nuts, soy, and eggs. So really anybody can take them. The most common recommended probiotics are Healthy Gut, Ultimate Immunity, and Metabolic Booster.
You noticed the one I gave you?
Yes, I noticed the one you gave me. You gave me mood enhancer.
I'm not trying to say
I kept on looking here going, he gave me mood enhancer.
I saw that look back at you. Look, well, but it all starts with the test, correct?
Yes, yes. Each kit includes a gut microbiome test that can be conducted in the privacy of your own home. You'll have a prepaid package with free USPS shipping, and that results in a quick 2 to 3 week turnaround on your results. Then you'll receive a personalized microbiome report with food suggestions unique to your gut, and then a recommendation for a strain-specific probiotic based on your analysis as well as your symptoms and health concerns. You can subscribe to this for 25% 25% off.
Oh, great.
Yeah. And then the gut microbiome is very dynamic and does change over time. So this makes retesting important. So you can purchase one time, or you can subscribe to the gut test as well.
Wow.
And get a new test every 3 or 6 months, and you can save up to 15% off.
Fantastic.
Wow, that's really good.
For our viewers who'd like more information, and because I need to improve my mood, where can they go?
They can go to our website at ombrelab.com, and then check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at ombrelab.
Great stuff.
Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you.
so
And
much
of
for having
course,
me.
if you want more information, you can always go to our website, thebouncingact.com.
We'll be right back.
Inflationary fears and concerns about a possible recession have created a great deal of anxiety for America's aging population. But there's some good news. A government program approved by the Federal Housing Administration designed to help older homeowners. It uses their home's equity as a retirement asset, and it's known as a reverse mortgage or a home equity conversion mortgage. Here to help us understand what this is all about is Senior Reverse Mortgage Advisor at Cherry Creek Mortgage, Brandon Hansen. Thank you, sir.
Montel, I appreciate the opportunity. You're right. This is an important program and certainly timely in today's market.
Well, look, I mean, your company is probably one of the leading companies when it comes to reverse mortgages. Before we start talking about that, tell me a little bit about yourself, and then you can tell me about the company.
It's true. Cherry Creek Mortgage is a nationwide company. We're one of the largest reverse mortgage lenders in the country today. I'm a financial advisor, been a certified planner for Cherry Creek for the past 20 years. Wow. So for the past 20 years, we've helped older Americans with their mortgage planning. And I think what we're hearing today is more and more on the reverse discussion because of these home values like you talked about, and we're coupling this home loan with those appreciation, and it's changing people's lives.
Well, now, who qualifies for a reverse mortgage, and how does it work?
It's really simpler than it sounds. First of all, you have to own your home, be a primary homeowner. You can have a mortgage or not. Secondly, you or your spouse have to be over 62. So you have to be over 62. And third, you have to have at least half the equity in your house. So most, Montel, believe that you have to own your home free and clear. But truly, you only have to have half the equity. So here's an example. 5 years ago, your home probably was worth $300,000. Today, that's grown to, say, $450,000 or $500,000. You might still have a $200,000 mortgage on that house.
Okay.
Now we've got enough equity where the reverse loan can step in and pay that mortgage off and free up a $1,300 payment for the rest of your life. So we're using a reverse loan to pay off existing homes and free up that $1,300 payment for life, and there's no financial product out there that can do that.
It's got to be great to know that you've helped so many people and got so many certified customers, right?
For sure. It's amazing.
Now, does the program work for those who have existing house payments?
Of course, just like we visited. My dad eliminated his house payments for life, but you can use that program. You can buy a home with the HECM. So you can buy a $500,000 home for $290,000 and not have any payments for life. You can use the loan to pay off a mortgage, just like we talked about. Or if you're lucky enough to own the home, you can have a line of credit and you can pull as you need it. You can use it for income. That's your long-term care plan. That's your safety cushion for life. I promise you, you can sleep better knowing that you don't have a house payment and you have this cushion that you can rely on.
Are there any other things that people can use this for?
Well, to be honest, from a need standpoint, it's critical because if you lose a spouse and you lose a lower of a Social Security, it's hard to make a payment, right? You need that extra income. So if you own your home and you don't have a house payment, but you have that extra income, you can minimize your IRA or pension distributions. You can strategically use that loan no matter what your financial resources are today.
That's crazy. Now, what are some of the main misconceptions?
The main misconceptions is you own the home 100%. If you want to sell the home, of course you can. If you want to refinance it, of course we can. So it's your home. Secondly, any payments that you take out of that line of credit are tax-free. Tax-free because you're taking it from your home and putting it in your bank, and you can also put it back. So it's an operating account, and by the way, it's an amazing savings cushion for most of our seniors as well. So third, it's federally insured, so it's not relying on a bank. The HUD, FHA insures that program, so you're protected at all times.
Seniors should take advantage. What's your final thoughts?
We need to take this program to everybody over 62. No matter what your financial resources are, if you're buying a home, If you're still making a mortgage payment and you're over 62, if you need some additional income or you don't have a long-term health care plan, that's the program. So you've got to investigate it today. It just can do so much more today than it used to.
If people wanted more information, where would they go?
CherryCreekReverse.com.
Okay, absolutely. Look, thank you so much for being here.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Montel.
For sure. And of course, if you want more information, you can always go to our website, thebalancingact.com. We'll be back right after this.
So are you ready for the holidays?
Are you kidding me?
I know! They're gonna be here before we know it.
Well, luckily, Ralph is in the house with some great recipes, ham recipes that'll get you through.
With the holidays upon us, it's time to think of meals that will last all weekend long. So today, I'm using Kentucky Legend hams to make some absolutely legendary meals. You know by now how much I love Kentucky Legend. I'm over here telling you I love it all the time. You know why? Kentucky Legend meats are hand-trimmed, hand-selected, prepared in their own natural juices, and patiently smoked not once but twice over real hickory wood for a rich color, a smoky aroma, a hearty flavor, and a juicy tenderness that consistently stands above the others. Since they're double smoked, all you have to do is heat and eat. It is so easy. All right, I'm about to get started. So right now, I'm using a full ham, and I am honoring the Kentucky roots of this ham, and I'm going to be glazing it with a bourbon peach habanero sauce. Now, this is how beautiful and delicious this is. So simple. I take some butter, because every good recipe starts with a little bit of butter, some shallots and some fresh peaches, just like these right here. Put them into a pot, move them around a little bit, deglaze with some good old bourbon. Make sure you take a little bourbon for the chef. Add some peach nectar, mix it all together, let it cook, blend it, and here you go. I'm just gonna glaze it up, and you can see little chunks of peaches that live in here. The habanero, if I did not make mention of the habanero, by the way, the habanero really sets this whole dish off because it gives it a little heat to go with the sweet, right? So I'm gonna brush it up a little bit. I'm gonna take this ham, and I'm gonna pop them in the oven, and I'm gonna take out the friend that's over here waiting for me. Hello, beautiful. All right, come to Papa. Oh, look at this. Ooh. Kentucky Legend hams are so good and so amazing. They have so many different sizes, one to fit your needs. This one right here, it's a full, right? So I got a full ham, but I got quarter hams, half hams. It all depends on the size of your gathering, how many people you're gonna come over. So how much should you plan for meat for people when they come over to your house? People say to me, Ralph, all the time, how much meat do I need to have, or how long do I got to cook something for? I say you cook it till it's done and always have enough for leftovers, right? So start with a pound of meat per person. So if you got one of our smaller hams for 3 to 4 pounds, you feed about 4 people. If you get the whole ham, which is about 6 to 8 pounds, you got 7 people, 8 people, 9 people are eating this. Don't just keep it for the holidays, keep it for yourself all the time. Because why? Leftovers. They make such a good move in the leftover game. I got a ham, cheese, and spinach, and egg breakfast taco going over here. If that's not good enough, I started to get my mouth a little watery right now. I got the lazy salad right here. I love the lazy salad. The lazy salad has the diced ham. I've got cheddar cheese, cherry tomatoes, these rough cut garlicky croutons, some hard-boiled eggs over a bed of greens with a mustard champagne vinaigrette. It is so good, so awesome, and so great. But what about the party? The party is here for the charcuterie platter. You've got the ham down, the Kentucky Legend ham. I cut it in all 3 different ways. I've got brie, I've got apples, I got some of these little grapes, some apricots, the whole deal. It doesn't matter. As long as the Kentucky Legend ham is on the plate, you're gonna love it. So now you say to me, where can I find such a ham? I'm going to say to you, you can find it in one of your great grocery stores that you go to. And if you can't find it in the grocery store, go to KentuckyLegend.com, and you can find out all the great grocery stores that do have Kentucky Legend hams. And of course, you'll find out more about us, The Balancing Act. Go to balancingact.com. Remember, this has been a quick bite, but chew slowly. That's some good ham, boy.
Look, asthma and COPD are the 3rd leading cause of death in the United States. And these common chronic lung diseases continue to disproportionately plague people in lower income brackets. Tanya Winders, President and CEO of Allergy and Asthma Network, and Dr. Renee Matthews are here to tell us a little bit more. Thank you, ladies, for being on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Look, you know, we've all seen how COVID has affected those with a compromised immune system, and primarily in the lungs. So how has your organization pivoted to help?
Allergy and Asthma Network has been around since 1985 and really dedicated to that lung health and to immune system health for the last 37 years. So when COVID hit in mid-2020, we took a program called Not One More Life and actually took that program to the streets to address the concern that we heard, especially from poor socioeconomic areas that didn't have access to testing, vaccine, or even knew what the current status of their lung health was.
Wow, well, Dr. Matthews, I mean, this is especially hit home for you. Can you explain why?
I have severe asthma and was nervous Nelly as soon as COVID hit. But I was scrolling online and saw their program and was like, this sounds like something that I should check out. And I can't imagine the people that they helped, because obviously I have a lot of medical knowledge, but people that don't have the knowledge, all the information you can take to your doctor.
You know, the medical world has been thrown by COVID, right? And we did not anticipate what has happened here. I mean, what are some of the results so far?
The program's had amazing results. We've actually won 4 awards in the last 18 months for the work that we've done in addressing the greatest need. It really has been so surprising. So when we went into the communities, what we began to hear is that there was a level of mistrust and distrust, myths and misperceptions about COVID. And so we just began to listen and then develop materials and address those concerns specifically. We also help people to understand what their individual risk was, because if you were overweight, you were at higher risk. If you were brown or black, additionally higher risk. If you had asthma or COPD, yet another risk factor. So we began to just ask those questions, really listen, and help people understand their individual risk in making the right decision for them and for their family.
And doctor, I mean, more listening needs to be done even right now. I mean, every single day we go by, we find a new variant or a new thing or something that literally just kind of twists the paradigm a little bit when it comes to this. Are you shocked that it's taken us this long to kind of figure this out, even though it hasn't been that long, but it has been that long?
I'm not shocked, because it is a novel virus, so it's new. And you know, when polio came out, they didn't know right away. So I'm not shocked. I think I'm shocked on everyone's response to things and not listening to the right people, which is why I think their program is so good, because you need to listen to the real information and not fake information, because it could kill you if you're not listening to the right people.
So where should people go to listen to good information?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you can always visit allergyasthmanetwork.org or trustedmessengers.org. That's where we talk about this specific program and the way that we have addressed COVID and lung health, those living with asthma and COPD, because we know they're at higher risk for complication. We know that certainly they need the support of telehealth and digital health, and so we're here to offer that free service and program for them.
Wow, thank you so much, ladies, for being a part of the show today. And of course, if you want more information, you can always go to our website, thebalancingact.com. We'll be back right after this. Well, thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Remember to head to our Facebook page, like us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, and visit thebalancingact.com to enter our latest sweepstake or giveaway.
You might just win something.
That's right, especially for the holidays.
You could. Look, stay safe. Love that family of yours. We'll see you next time.